Welcome. This video is meant to help you sleep. The stories you're about to hear are soft whispers from the ancient world. You don't need to watch the screen. But if you do, you'll see calming images from history and nature. They won't always match the narration exactly. They're simply there for those who like something gentle to look at as they drift off. So whether your eyes are open or closed, I hope you have a wonderful night. Let your thoughts slow. Let your breathing soften. And let's begin our journey through time. Welcome to the ancient world. Close your eyes. Relax your body. Let your mind drift back thousands of years. Before smartphones. Before highways. Before even books. When people lit fires not with matches, but with flint. When stories were told under starlight. And time moved slower. Let's begin. In the cradle of civilization. Mesopotamia. Where the Tigris and Euphrates rivers carved life into the desert. Here, 5,000 years ago, the Sumerians wrote on clay tablets. The world's first written language. Cuneiform. Each wedge-shaped mark, a whisper from the past. Temples rose for gods with animal heads. Priests watched the stars, trying to read the future. They brewed beer. Built ziggurats. And debated taxes. Not so different from us. Now drift to Egypt. The land of pyramids. Each stone of the Great Pyramid weighs as much as a car. And it was built 4,500 years ago. Without modern machines. The Nile flooded each year. Bringing life. Predictable as breath. Pharaohs ruled as living gods. Mummies were wrapped in linen soaked in resin. Gold. Jewelry. Prayers. Buried with them in hopes they'd wake in another world. The Book of the Dead was a travel guide for the soul. Further east, China's Yellow River carried silk and stories. Emperors ruled with the mandate of heaven. Terracotta soldiers still guard an emperor's tomb. Frozen mid-stride. Thousands of years later. In still silence. Now listen to the sound of sandals on marble. You're in ancient Greece. Where philosophers wandered the agora. Plato. Socrates. Aristotle. Asking, what is justice? What is the soul? What is real? The Olympics began as a sacred ritual. Athletes competed nude to honor Zeus. And statues of victors lined the roads. Beyond the Aegean, Rome rises. A city of aqueducts and colosseums. Crowds roared as gladiators fought. Bread was thrown to keep the people happy. They built roads that stretched over 50,000 miles. Some still used today. At its peak, Rome ruled 60 million people. From Britain to North Africa. Its empire a patchwork of languages, gods, and lives. Julius Caesar crossed the Rubicon. And time bent with him. Assassinated on the Ides of March. still we whisper his name. Now drift south to the temples of the Maya. Hidden in jungle. Aligned with the stars. They tracked the cosmos. Predicted eclipses. Built cities with no metal tools. Each pyramid held secrets. And the ball game? More than sport. Sometimes life. Sometimes death. The Aztecs believed the sun needed blood to rise. And their capital, Tenochtitlan, was built on a lake. With floating gardens? And causeways like spiderwebs. In Africa, great cities like Timbuktu thrived. Libraries held thousands of manuscripts. Salt was once more precious than gold. Caravans of camels crossed the Sahara. Guided by stars. And memory. In the Indus Valley, people bathed in planned cities with sewers. Thousands of years before Rome? And their script still remains undeciphered. A language lost to time. But once spoken aloud. Like this. Breathe. Across the Pacific, the people of Rapa Nui carved moai. Giant heads with stone hats. Facing inward. Watching the island. Guardians in silence. Now float to ancient Japan. Where samurai rose from Bushido. And shrines were built for kami. Spirits in trees. In rivers. In mountains. Shinto and Buddhism merged like rivers. And temples hummed with incense and chants. Paper, once precious, was used to fold prayers into cranes. Back west in Babylon, astronomers charted Venus. Hanging gardens may have cascaded from stone. And laws, like Hammurabi's code, said, an eye for an eye. Let's keep wandering. Time is not a line here. It's a circle. A soft tide rolling back. Now we arrive in ancient Persia. Land of kings and fire temples. The Achaemenid Empire stretched across 3 continents. Cyrus the Great ruled with tolerance. His cylinder, etched in clay, is one of the world's first declarations of human rights. At Persepolis, great halls stood on columns tall as trees. Walls carved with processions of tribute bearers. Gold. Ivory. Lapis lazuli. A whisper of the wealth of an empire now lost to flame and dust. Far to the north, the Scythians rode like wind across the steppe. Nomads? Horse archers. Buried in mounds with swords and golden masks. Even queens rode to war. Fierce and silent. In the cold mists of northern Europe, the Celts sang to the forests. Their druids memorized histories. Spoken, never written. Their symbols, spirals, knots, circles, echoed life cycles. Oak and mistletoe were sacred. The natural world, alive with spirit. Across the seas, in the Americas, the Inca built roads in the sky. High in the Andes, Machu Picchu rests in cloud and stone. They had no wheels. No writing. Yet their empire ran with runners carrying knotted cords, quipu, used to count. To remember. Back in the Middle East, the Phoenicians sailed the Mediterranean. Masters of purple dye. They gave us the alphabet. Not myths. Not temples. But letters. And letters became words. And words became stories. Like this one. The Hittites forged iron early. With chariots thundering across Anatolia. Their treaties with Egypt carved into stone. The world's first peace agreement. Still readable. Still relevant. And now to the ancient Hebrews. A small people with a big voice. From oral tradition to sacred texts. Their stories shaped the beliefs of billions. Through fire. Exile. Return. Let's pause. And breathe. The stars above you now are the same stars ancient sailors followed. The sky has never forgotten them. And it remembers you too. Let's walk the Silk Road. A ribbon of trade and tale that stretched from China to Rome. Caravans with silk, jade, incense. Languages mingling. Ideas flowing. Paper. Gunpowder. Religion? All passed hand to hand. Like a whisper in the wind. In ancient India, sages sat in meditation. The Vedas were sung. Passed from teacher to student for centuries before ink ever touched paper. Temples carved from rock. Mathematics born from the stars. Zero? Infinity. Time not as a clock, but a cycle. Now let us drift to Southeast Asia. Where Angkor Wat rises like a lotus from the jungle. Built for Vishnu. Later embraced by Buddhists. Its corridors echo with quiet footsteps of monks. Its towers mirror the heavens. Breathe in. Feel the rhythm of all these lives. You are lying on centuries. On pyramids. On scripts. On forgotten prayers. Every human who came before you left something behind. A tool. A dream. A story. And tonight, those stories are yours. You carry them now. Not as a burden. But as a lullaby. Let them rock you gently. Let them wrap you in memory. Let them remind you. You are not alone. You are part of an ancient song. Good night. Sleep well. Time is watching over you.